Well, it's nice. Is there something on your heart that you want to talk about, Clarence? 'Cause I know you done been through a lot, man.
Man,
You done
all my
experienced
stuff is
enough.
not really like, I'm trying to think of what I be going through this, like, I don't know, man. I'm really in a really place of self-healing. I don't even, my boy, I don't even, like, can I play?
Right.
But I don't even, how can I explain it? I don't know. When I have issues, I try and solve them immediately. Like, I don't know. My issues really have to do with like people these days.
Have you ever dealt with breadcrumbing?
Breadcrumbing is in like, give me an example.
Somebody hits you up just to see if you gonna respond. The moment you respond, they back up. They start ghosting you out of nowhere, or they give you just enough for you to think that they want you, or just enough for them to be lingering in the back of your mind, but they never actually fully commit to you.
Not really. Yes and no. So yes, but I wanted it. If that makes sense.
You
Like
wanted to be
that, once
breadcrumbing.
again, I understood what I was dealing with. I kind of know, like, you know what I mean? So the breadcrumbing is, I don't see it as that. It's like, I'll do that to you too. Like, you know what I mean? I've done that. I feel like we've done that throughout our lives with several women, right? Like, so you start off from high school and to now, you've breadcrumbed several women to still be around in your life till now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Wait a minute.
you know what I'm saying? Like, because you've kind of done that. And if it's one, you've literally crumbed her the entire way.
Huh. You're fucking right. Those prolonged friendships, all those options and shit, that's breadcrumbing.
Absolutely.
When you're right, there's been a
Yeah.
couple people that I've been like, they like hit me up and be like, I'll respond, but I don't really want you that much. I'll just keep you right here until I'm ready. That's breadcrumbing.
We cool. That's it. We're just cool.
You're right. But I think that there's a difference when you're breadcrumbing and it's just like a friendship, nothing like serious, very platonic, just a fly-by-day type of relationship, versus you're breadcrumbing somebody that you love and that has the idea that you give a fuck about them. I think that's probably when it's like, okay, you gotta address the breadcrumbing.
Yeah. I mean, I think, so it has happened to me one time, but I feel like that was how she had to play to make things work for her. So I was the one who was tricked in that process. Basically, like, you know what I mean? She had to make it seem like she liked me, so she had to do the breadcrumbing and whatever to get what she wanted out of me. And I was getting what I wanted out of her though too. So that's why I didn't see it as breadcrumbing. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like doing the same thing. I'm like, I understand. Like,
So you're giving off this energy like you've had nothing but good relationships.
oh no, they weren't good. I just understand them. You know what I mean? Something being good and understanding is a whole different thing. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like when I understand it, I'm like, oh, okay, I can respect it for what it was.
But all because you understand it, that doesn't mean that it was necessarily good. So what were some of the bad things that happened that even though you understand it, now it's like, that's something I probably need to address because that shouldn't have happened like that. Like, that could fuck up somebody else.
I mean, just somebody not being there for your emotions is one thing. Like, you know what I mean? When you feel like you want to be emotional, but once again, it's like you chose that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to sound too hyper healed because I appreciate that I chose that because I had a blast. That's the thing. To say it was bad is like, that's kind of crazy when it wasn't bad. It was good. I just felt bad after. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it was good actually. So I don't know.
So what about like for the reverse? How would a woman be able to spot somebody that's breadcrumbing them? Because man, I've been hearing a lot of that in my comments.
Oh yeah, just
Like as a man, be like, if for example, I'm sorry, just to like dig a little bit deeper. If you was breadcrumbing a woman, how would you do it?
oh no, I would never give the game, but I'll tell you how it happens. But
damn.
no, I got you though. No, I got you though. Hypothetically speaking, or wait, allegedly, you would. Are we talking on social media? Or are we talking just in like how we doing it?
Breadcrumbing her in real life.
In real life. So in real life, you breadcrumber, you go to where she's at, you hang out with her, you see her, you speak to her every time. Oh hey, I'm just speaking to you. That's it. Leave. Come back. Then you start to like generalize her as the person she is in your life. Like, oh man, like my favorite person. You ever heard somebody say that? Like,
Facts.
my favorite person. You know, now I'm kind of like putting you in a category. Then I exchange information, possibly, right? Instagram, phone number, whatever that may be. So then now we've exchanged information, but I'm still like either sending you good morning or hello or liking the picture or commenting on the family or something like that. But we're just friends. We're just friends. I'm not gonna cross the line. We're just friends. Pals. You could do that for like 5 years and become a close friend, an acquaintance. And she will like you and you will like her.
That's facts.
Because y'all genuinely grown to like each other. Now you can go even deeper and like bring her lunch or you send her flowers or you like, I don't know, like be anonymous at her place of work with like a gift or something like that. And then talk about it to her subconsciously and she's like in her mind saying like, is that you? Like, I don't know. And you're not telling her that was her, like same thing. You just let it go. You just really let it go. You don't press any lines until it happens. But that's bullshit though.
It is, but you know what's crazy? That's like a clear example of breadcrumbing, right? But then, crazy enough, to a lot of these toxic ass unhealed individuals, that is the best love story on the planet.
100%.
We were friends first. We weren't too invested. Then out of nowhere, we magically just clicked.
100%.
Not knowing that you guys probably clicked a couple years ago, but like what you said, you were being breadcrumbs, so you never got it until a couple years later, until they were ready.
And you always were thinking this person's not good enough for me, or she's thinking you're not good enough for her, or you, like that's the energy behind the whole situation. It's sad. It's actually sad. It's actually
So
sad.
you think people breadcrumb people because they don't feel like they're enough for the other person?
Both
like I'm
ways.
I'm not gonna give you a lot because I feel inadequate to you?
I think both ways. I've felt like that a lot of times. Like, this girl wants a relationship. She wants to be together forever. I'm not really with that right now, but I do like her. So I can't fully commit.
So do you explain that to her though?
Yeah. But that doesn't mean anything. I could tell you, the sky is green, and you're gonna be like, nigga, the sky gonna be blue later. Nigga, I know it. I'm sticking with you until the sky turns blue. So,
bro, I be trying to tell y'all can't change no man.
You know what I'm saying?
You
like,
can't.
And that's what be happening. Yeah,
That's
I'm sticking with you until the sky turned blue, and you said it was green off top, and then you be like, I said this, and that's the stupidest thing for you to say is, I said this when we first started. Like, bro, she don't care, just like you don't care. Oh, I used to I don't do that no more. Oh, I'm this, I don't go out no more. We don't want to hear that, so we thinking she don't go outside, nigga, she be in the house all the time. She a homebody. Knowing she was the club whore in 24.
Damn. So you think people be loyal to a fault? I know I've been loyal to a fault sometimes.
Absolutely.
But I think my loyalty to the faults only showed when like I was getting drugged into the fucking dirt and I didn't stop. Getting cheated on back to back, kept going. Letting them just, that's being loyal to a fucking fault. And I don't think I was getting breadcrumbed. I think I was just accepting it, like what you were saying, being delusional.
Yeah, I mean,
thinking that she gonna change.
She not gonna change.
It only got worse.
Yeah, it only got worse. You either gonna accept her or not. You know what I mean? And it's not even her fault. Like, it's like when you think about like us living on this rock, bro. We got 70 joints, 70 years, bro. In 70 years, you think that you're gonna control or change somebody's life on your own? You are just a mere being.
Now you know what's crazy too? When you actually think about that. Now this is gonna sound a little bit toxic. I don't condone cheating, but if somebody did cheat, they had to. You know how loyal somebody got to be to turn down 8 billion people just for you?
That's a fact.
If it did happen, it's not necessarily the end of the world. It hurts emotionally. You probably got to get a new person, especially if they lied to you. But why do you think open relationships are a thing? And the open relationships sometimes work because they just remove the line. That's it.
And then if you think about it, if you ever like broke up with somebody and then got back with them, they fucked somebody else.
Right.
And even if you wasn't with them, they still fucked somebody else before you. They could have fucked somebody else the day before you broke up, and now come to you hit her on the first day. You hit her 2 days after her.
I've did that. He's talking from the soul.
Like, you know what I mean? I think we be too invested into that. Like, oh man, like she's a hoe or da da da. She living her life just like you are.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we talking about?
Exactly. She exploring her options just like you out here exploring your options.
Yeah,
But
don't get a bad one. She's
oh,
100,000% exploring her options, and I said it like that for a reason.
what was the reason?
Because her options are far beyond your understanding. And you need to really respect that when you step to a joint. Any girl who you think is quality, if she got good personality, she got a good
So
job, she
dead
take
ass.
care of her nigga, she got fat ass and she fine, whatever. Any of those girls, understand
That's
that
so
she
real.
has options beyond your understanding.
That's so real.
And you need to respect it.
Brother, I was in a relationship this one time. I swear to God, this girl was only like 18 or something like that. I'm sitting there talking to her. I was only like 19. Don't get, throw me off. Then she showed me a DM from way back when in high school because we went to school together. Nigga, Sway Lee DM'd this bitch. Nigga, she was a kid, but she was fine as hell. I'm sitting there like, whoa, you already had rappers in your DMs? I should have been more aware of the caliber of men that was surrounding this. And you know what was crazy? She got took by an Armenian with more money than me.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. You got to be aware of these
course.
type of things. Because
And
if
not
you
even-
don't, if you think they regular like you just because they talking to you,
And not even just more money, just more assertive, more sensitive, more manly. It's a lot of stuff that happens that you really don't understand and control because people was raised differently.
facts.
You know what I'm saying? It might be a nigga who, since he was 15, was into real estate. Yeah, his shit booming right now at 22. Like,
Facts.
respect that. And I feel like once we hit 22, we don't realize too, once you hit 20 years old, we're all in the same pool. So everybody from 22 to 97 are all in the same pool.
Yeah.
So you gotta, and you're going against each other. So once the girls turn 20, they could look at everybody in this pool. Why are we not respecting this huge ocean of shit? When I say it's plenty of fish in the sea, that is a
Dead
fact.
ass.
And it's sharks in this motherfucker, and octopus, and big ass shit. Whales, killer whales. Like, respect it. It's a long metaphor to say.
No, but that's real shit. That's real shit. We don't be knowing what we be getting ourselves into. And that ties back into the last video too, the fucking choosing right and all other type of shit. That's so real. But I mean, that would hurt a man's soul. You feel me? When you
Absolutely.
don't know, because we be getting into these relationships with these women that when they do certain things, we look at them like they're the bad person or they're this devil. When in reality, you just chose that character type of woman. Like you chose to deal with that. If you chose a woman that gets a whole lot of attention, and then she starts getting a lot of attention, and then she slips up due to that attention, that part of that comes down to you choosing the girl that gets a lot of attention. Or like vice versa. It's like some women get a lot of attention, but they know how to turn it off.
Facts.
Some women then got desensitized to it because if like every nigga who runs across me just wants to touch me or fuck on me or something like that, so they turn it off in the back of their head. They'll say thank you, they'll acknowledge you, but then they'll keep it pushing. It's like it went in one ear and out the other one.
Yeah. Or
So
figured out a way to deliver a positive message without getting cussed out. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm not interested, sweetie. Thank you so much. You know what I mean? Like, words go a long way.
But so how do you pick or like identify that type of woman? Because I think I'm gonna be honest with myself too. Something that got me out of the loop. I was like, why do I like hood girls? I like
Love
the certain.
a hood bitch.
I started going after a certain type of woman. Then when that certain type of woman kept treating me the same way, I was like, wait a second. That's my type.
Right.
I'm choosing to put up with bullshit because it keeps happening, and I'm seeing the correlation between all of it. Now, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with a hood bitch, but there's a very big difference between a hood bitch and a classy bitch, and I always say this: the classy one, not even a classy bitch. She's not even a bitch at that point. She's a woman. She has class.
Woman, yeah.
You get what I'm saying? There's a very clear difference, and once I started shifting my attention to maybe let me put the culture to the side. All because you grew up where I grew up, you may know me more. Fuck all that. It's just healthy. And then I started choosing different women. I started going after different things. And I'm not saying that it's perfect because every woman has trauma. But my niggas, at a certain point, it do come down to what are you choosing to go after. Sometimes you gotta go after the boring shit.
So originally you said how do you choose that? I think the most important thing to hear from a woman is, I aspire to be a wife and have a family. Because that is her telling you what she aspires to do. So at all costs, that's what she's trying to do. A lot of times we pick people who don't never say that they aspire to do that they wanted to do that they're interested in doing that at all. And then we'd be like, she doesn't want to have a kid with me, like...
You get mad when she want to go out to the club.
Yeah, she wants to go out to the club. She never said that she wanted to do the things that you said you were interested in. She didn't start off like that, because that should be the reason why you find... Because that's when you're going to find the one you like. You're going to be like, oh, wait. She said, shoot, I like to carry the camera bag for you and set the camera up. That's my thing, shoot. I just like to connect. Or I like, like they say what they want, and it's like we ignore it.
Right. Ooh, that's a big thing right there. Like, there'll be certain women that come into my vicinity, and it's clear as day, all they want to do is probably get access to the connections, work or something like that. And you see an old version of me, an unhealed version of me will be like, oh, I think they like me. This person, but it's like, no. That's how you get your fucking feelings hurt. They literally show you what they want from you. If they're only talking to you for this one thing, that is the exact thing that they want from you. Don't get your feelings involved in no other area besides what she's bringing up to you. And if she's not bringing up no like intimate, lovey-dovey, wifey, husband-ass type of energy to you, do not invest your energy right there, because you're going to get through the fuck off. You're going to be left confused for no reason.
Yeah, that's one of the most interesting lines when niggas be like, think she like me, my nigga. It's
How
like,
you think?
How did you think she likes you? Where did you get that from?
You wouldn't know.
She's really nice. She's a nice person.
Right.
She's nice to everyone like that. You know
that
what
hurts your soul when you think a girl being nice to you, but she nice like that to everybody.
Yeah. Because that's how I am. I'm nice to everybody. Man. And it's like, I'm not flirting with you, nigga. I'm locked in.
Facts. No. That's dead ass facts.
I'm locked in. I'm not even tripping like that. Like, if I was, you would know. But, man, I feel like we've been being player for so long.
Facts.
And I'm really tired of it, bro.
Facts. That's why I said what I said. I really need to lock in.
Yeah.
Like, I'm feeling like that. And it's crazy. I'm only 23. I ain't been playing for that long, but I've been through enough to know that shit don't feel good. I'm not about to keep stacking on years, nigga.
Well, nah. I think 10 years of playing is enough for anybody. So at 23, yeah, you had 10 years to play.
Yeah.
For every chick you've ever talked to in your life.
Yeah.
To play around. Because it's not like it changes. You know what I mean? The older you get, nothing changes. You still run into those people who are supposed to be in your life. You just start to choose them when you get older. You know what I mean? If you were 16, at 16, niggas had real love type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, they did. With friends and with a girl, probably. And if you would have zeroed it in and really been more mature to understand it, you would have had a longer lasting situation already.
You see, but now that's tricky right there too. And I'm gonna ask you this question because I ask everybody, what's the difference between love and attachment? Because do you truly know what love is at 16?
Yeah, because your mom showed you your entire life.
So
because your mom showed you for 16 years, or somebody who raised you showed you for 16 years what love is.
So you believe a random little 16-year-old in high school is showing you the depths of love that your mother showed you growing up?
No, but it's possible. I'm not saying it's happening every time, but I'm saying it's 100% possible. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why they call it high school sweethearts.
Okay, so how did your mom show love? And then how would that equate to somebody, like, for instance, no girl in high school is cooking you meals and shit like that. Y'all going to school in class. How do you know you love them? She hasn't saved you from anything. She hasn't been there for you.
So
that's just a feeling.
So been there for you is a thing. Been there for you is a thing, right? Like, I don't want to go deep into because my mom is like
amazing,
a superhero. Right. I can't even say like, oh, she's done this wrong. Like, my mom's an actual superhero. So it's like, but just emotionally being there for you in a time where, as a young person, right, like from 12 to 17, you're probably emotionally going through so many things. So for a woman or a female to be the counterpart to that, to calm you down, that's what you look for as an adult. So in high school, you can also see that too, right? I'm going through everything. I got an F. This other girl over here. We lost the basketball game. I don't got enough money for no shoes. And she's there to try and calm you. You can find love in that capacity. You know what I'm saying? It's very much possible. Not attachment.
I think what you're touching on right there is the underlying that like more of like a verb. It feels like an action. You're tying love to the action. I'm tying love to that deep inner knowing that you're connected to somebody spiritually. Like you
And
have
that's
a
what I'm
spiritual
saying.
connection with your mother, and that's how you can also identify that that's more than likely love. You aren't able to identify those type of connections that early at 16. You're just going off of feelings and emotions.
I grew my spiritual connection with my mother from her being there for me in those times when I was going through things and my mom was there. When if I had a bad day at school and I come home and my mom is, I'm just saying one piece of it,
Mm-hmm.
and my mom is there for me and she hugs me when I'm sad, and she hugs me when I walk in the door, and she's like, it's gonna be okay, like sit down, we talk about it, all that stuff, right? Like that's what I'm saying, that I that's how I gained the spiritual connection with that person, because those times where I was down, they were there to hold me up in the right way, not just some bullshit way, right? A way that's familiar to how my mom would do for me. So that's why I'm equating that to say, this is like real love, because that's kind of what we look for.
So I think we've separated love from relationships. That
Right.
feels like the energy that you're giving off right now. You've
100%.
separated love from relationships. Now, what I was touching on was the love within the relationship, like an intimate, deep love.
But don't you
That's
have to
not
have
something.
that love first to get to the love that you're speaking of?
My point. But in order for, at such a young age, you haven't even experienced enough of life to actually understand what you could or could not be put up against in order to make a wise enough decision. Like for instance, let's say you're 16. I'm not saying like everybody grew up with money, but let's say you didn't have to worry about fucking finances.
Yep.
You aren't gonna know what it feels like to have somebody leave you the moment you get fired from your job or some shit like that until later on. It
That's a
took you
fact.
it took some time, and you wasn't gonna be shown that because you were just so young. It was literally just an emotion because there was no rules. There was nothing to leverage. There
That's a
you
fact.
can you can see love when there's things to leverage. Like with your mother, there was leverage right there. You acting up, you doing stupid shit, you having your own decisions. There's still leverage right there in a certain facet. There's not a lot of leverage when all you got to do is go to school and I can see you every day and just sit next to you in class. There's
But
not a
when
lot
you're
of
really
leverage in
going
there.
through shit though, and I'm there for you every time, that's like a human love though. That's what I'm trying to say. Even friendships, like, right? Like you gain friendships in that manner too. Like the players are exactly the same, we just get older. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I agree with what you're saying. I just think the players are exactly the same. We just get older and we're like, oh, I like that actually. I like that characteristic of a person. That's why I love my best friend, because every time we call, he's sincere, he understands, he or she's sincere, she understands, like that she already was doing that when she was 16 and we were 16 years old. I just didn't value it enough or care about it or think about it like that. And I could have had a longer, stronger relationship in that manner. So that's all I'm saying. Like, but in relationships, yeah,
Okay, so then how would you pick a woman then? Because a lot of women are able to give you a hug when you're down and out. How do you know which one is actually meant for you if that's what you're going off
I
of?
mean, it's about endurance, number one.
So time.
Yep. Time
It's
and
like what I
action.
said.
But no, I mean, it's about a lot of things. I was just touching on like singular things,
Yeah.
but like it's about time for sure. It's about action for sure. It's about proving.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You got to show and prove. It's about showing and prove for men too.
Facts.
Like you have to. I have to see it. For me, I'm like that with anybody. You got to show me like, oh, we about to go build this, but I'm gonna show you how we can build
Facts.
this. And I'm like, oh, okay, I believe that I can go that way, because if I tell you something, I'm gonna tell you how to build it too.
Facts.
You know what I'm
Facts. Don't give
saying?
me no
Like,
empty ass instructions.
exactly. I'm gonna tell you exactly how to build it. Hey, this is what you should do. Hey, you don't gotta use my way, but look, this is this way. What do you think?
Now I think that's valid because I do that too, and I think I've always said that's just my expression of love. You know, I've gone to the point where I can give, I can show, I can, nurture and build, and know that that's an extension of love, but also in the back of my head know that this isn't an intimate expression of love. That's what I was touching on. There's certain people where it's like we're showing love, like even with some of the women that I create content with. That's love. You getting on here, you getting on my platform. We sit here talking, we're expressing ourselves, we're getting deep, talking about our vulnerability, just our presence, let alone accepting and working together. And that's love. But in the back of my head, I know that if that love, quote unquote, got tested, it was only gonna go so far because true love is unconditional, and not a lot of people have unconditional love. They have attachments that's just really deep, but true love is unconditional. That's why I was like, in high school, you probably haven't went through that much in order for somebody's love to really get tested. There's some women that you could probably do the stupidest shit and they stick with you. That's rare. Some people run across that. But for the majority of the people we talk to in our younger stages and even early adulthood, it wasn't unconditional love. It was an
Yeah.
infatuation. Those true unconditional love, you run across them. You have them because you saw it from your mother. So it's always accessible to you, but you don't always consciously know which ones is an exhibit of that until time and you start fucking up, like what you say.
I just
Trial
really
and
don't
error.
think any love is unconditional. I don't even think like we get lucky with parents sometimes that do unconditionally love you, but everybody's parents don't unconditionally love them. You know what I mean? Niggas
Now that's
murder
facts.
and end up in jail and they never talk to their parents again. Niggas they end up marrying women and never talk to their parents again. Niggas move out of the country, state, and never talk to their parents again. So like unconditional love, I just don't think that's a real concept
No, it
that we should be
is.
looking for.
It is. It is, it is, it is, it is, it is. Because the core principle of even love in general is forgiveness. That's the
Yeah.
core root of unconditional love as well. Looking at them with an ultimate sense of forgiveness.
But see,
And then a lot of people, look, they start talking about religion and we're about to give these vows to death do us in through thick and thin.
yeah.
That's an exhibit of unconditional love, which is why I'm saying most people aren't actually showing unconditional love because the ones who thugged it out to the very end, they went through probably some worse bullshit than a lot of these people are breaking. A lot of people break up over like pictures and shit like that.
So how bad do the conditions gotta be for me to leave, sir?
To be honest with you, when you really love somebody, like if I was to look at my grandparents, when you really love somebody, they'll go to jail with you, they'll hit the streets with you, they'll do coke with you. Yes, they will.
Now, I hear you.
When they're
but
infatuated, when they're
I
really
hear
deep
you.
into that, yes, they
There's a
will.
point where you start to be stupid, right? And that's
Yeah,
like
facts.
stupidly in love or dangerously in love, like
But it's
Beyonce would
true.
say. But
But it's
that's
true.
bullshit.
But it's true.
But that's bullshit.
But it happens all the time.
It does, but that's bullshit.
There's hobos sitting on bus benches
Yeah,
with the
no.
love of their life sitting on their lap, and they're not looking at them anything differently because they're on that
He
bench.
needs to get it together.
But that's still
I'm
unconditional
channeling
love.
all the homegirls right now who will slap the shit out of all of us for
but
doing
look,
dumb shit. And no, you need to get it together. Hell no, we're not
unconditional
laying on the
love.
ground together. None of that. Get your stuff together.
Unconditional
In fact,
love,
if you really
bro,
got it
that's
like
not
that,
unconditional love.
What you mean?
That's not
Yeah,
unconditional
exactly.
love.
Because unconditional love don't exist, and that's bullshit.
Yes, no,
It
because
should
it
be
does.
conditioned for you to succeed.
No, that's my point. Succeed in what? This is love. You can look at, like what my papa said in fucking video, this exhibit, like presence is love. Love
Exactly.
doesn't need
If
anything on
we're
top
lit-
of, love doesn't need anything on top of, I accept you for
If
who
we
you
land on a
are.
bus bench dirty and our skin is peeling, we are not in love.
How?
Because
You're just dirty with your skill peeling, but you can still be in love with that person.
I think it's all about health and those things like that. And if you don't have that, then it's hard to be happy and have
Because
abundance in your life.
that's a Eurocentric way of thinking.
You don't have to be
because
have,
think
have
about
to,
it like
have
this.
to live in a home. I'm not saying not be
What
homeless,
about like
but at
2,000
least
years ago when we didn't have homes and we was all in fucking tribes and huts and shit like
they
that
were
and
still
all the
taking
things.
care of themselves.
But the things that we're
That's
talking
why they
about
have the old
now.
African toothbrushes like
that's what I'm
biting. They were still
talking
taking
about.
care of themselves.
But if you were to view somebody all because they were dirty and didn't have money, you didn't look at them as if you don't love them. That's a Eurocentric way of thinking. You don't have enough money for me to love you.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
That's what you said. If we're dirty on the side of the street, and I'm not gonna.
We
That's
need to
not
be
love
focused on
because
something other than this love right now because it's not
Because it's
helping
focused
us
on
love
money.
our life.
But you can love your life.
Bro,
you can love your life like this. Some
I hear
people
what
that
you're
are
saying.
homeless for they want to be
They
homeless.
want to be homeless, but guess what? They're
And they're
not
enjoying
crusty and
themselves.
laying on the ground drunk, though. I have a homeless person who lives right next to me. Let me tell you something. I have a homeless man who lives right next to me, and he is clean. And he comes out of this shit like it's the morning, and he not like dirty. You can tell he changes his clothes. You can tell he built a little mansion in the spot right there. How he do it? He not laying on the ground. All that shit. That's
So
the
you want to
difference
know why?
from-
I'm sorry to cut you off again
Go
because I
ahead.
think this is gonna end. You want to know why most relationships are failing? Because what you said, people don't know what true unconditional love is. When two people actually love each other to the depths, they do what they need to in order for that to work. So if that involved them needing to get an apartment together and actually getting on their shit, it would happen. But the love was never in question, and the love was never dictated based upon that need right there because they loved each other from the start. That's what I'm saying. Your mama loved you from the start. Regardless of what you did afterwards, she still loved you from the very beginning. You didn't have to do anything other than be yourself for your mama to love you.
Like I said,
That's what I'm talking
channeling
about.
all the females who would slap the shit out of us and say, how bad do these conditions gotta be for me to start being smart now? And I think that's very fair and realistic. Love, we do want to look for unconditional love, but we may not always find that, and we need to realize that there are conditions.
then
the
it's not
love that
gonna
you're looking
work.
for.
Then it's not gonna
No,
work.
yes, it will.